Hey, Pirate, welcome to the Creator Capitalist course. We're so glad to have you here. In this video, we're going to explain what this course is about, and then we're going to share what you're going to learn by the end of it. So we are the Category Pirates, the authority on category creation and category design. We have a paid business newsletter, one of the top ones on Substack. We have courses like this one right here, where we teach people how to understand category design principles and apply them to their business and their career, which is what you are here to do today. I'm Pirate Katrina. I joined the pirate ship a couple of years ago to help manage and run the Substack, and I have helped turn this into the Category Design Academy and courses like this that you are in today. I'm an editor, I'm a writer, I have a background working with startup founders and executives to help them put their written content out into the world. And we're very, very stoked you're here.
Hey, Pirates. My name is Pirate Eddie. I'm a longtime growth strategy consultant and was with the Cambridge Group for about 20 years, where I was a senior partner. I did all kinds of growth strategy work for the Fortune 500 and stumbled upon category design organically. Most of my clients were number one market share leaders. Anheuser-Busch had a 50 share of beer. Gillette had a 70 share of razors worldwide. And I think the record is InSinkErator had a 93 share of garbage disposals. And when you got 93% of a market, you only got two ways up. You got to grow the market or you got to create a new one. And that's what I stumbled into. Companies like Keurig, American Girl, and iRobot, and then eventually Hydrofacial. What I found was that the Fortune 500 wasn't as excited about category design as I hoped. So I left because I started writing about it with HBR. I've written a bunch about category design in a book called Super Consumers. And that's how I got connected with Pirate Christopher. He found some of my writing on HBR, and we've been brothers from another mother since then, helping to unleash category design for the rest of the world. And that's what we're here to help you with too.
Well, hi, Pirate. My name is Christopher Lockhead, Pirate Christopher, and I'm also super stoked that you're here. Pirate Bean may also make an appearance at any moment. He's our cat who identifies as a dog, and he's part of the team too. He's walking around my studio right now. I'm an entrepreneur and a marketing guy and a category designer. And when I was 18 years old, with no other options after getting thrown out of school and being the product of a single mother with no money, no education, no relationships, and no hope of ever succeeding, I started my first company with my friend Jack. And a lot of the entrepreneurial stories you hear are the geniuses who go to Stanford and they create a carbidingulator and they raise $1 billion and they get on the cover of the magazines and all that. And that's wonderful. I've spent the bulk of my career in Silicon Valley working with entrepreneurs to do exactly that. However, my own personal life, entrepreneurship was not a way up. It was a way out. And I have lived the American dream. And I know the power of creating a different future for yourself and for your company. And so I started my first business at 18 with nothing. At 28, I was the head of marketing for a public software company in Silicon Valley. And then I did 2 more tours of duty, so 3 in total, as a public company CMO and startup co-founder. And then I retired as an operating guy at 38. And as it relates to creator capital, turns out you can't retire if you really love what you do. And so since then, with Pirate Eddie and Pirate Katrina, I've been writing, teaching, and podcasting. And I'm very proud to say we've created 14 number one bestsellers and a top Substack and a top podcast. And I'm really proud of that. But the thing I'm most proud of is we get love notes almost every day from people all around the world saying category design and creator capitalist helped change my life. And we're here to help you on this next journey in your career to make the transition to being a creator capitalist, somebody who can create things of radical new value, exponential new value that make a big difference for others and ultimately a big difference for you and in your agency and in your life and in your quality of work and in the joy associated with all of that. And in addition, we hope to help you have tax problems.
Exactly. And we are going to dive into all of that in this course. What we really want to emphasize, which is what Christopher already alluded to, is we're going to help you start designing a career that you love so that you don't have to retire from your work. You have your own version of that, which is what we're going to help you figure out in this course. And so we're going to walk you through the steps, starting with how do you unlock your superpower, the one thing that makes you different, that you do that's unique from everybody else. We're going to teach you how to leverage it, walk you through exercises in order to figure that out. And once you figure that out, you're going to start being able to build your creator capital. This is a combination of 4 different things. It's your relationship capital, it's your reputation capital, it's your financial capital, and it's your intellectual capital. We are going to dive into all of these in more detail later, but this combination of 4 things is what helps you be able to either leave your 9-to-5 job and start your own business. It helps you if you have your own business. It helps you grow and be able to attract your super consumers and build a business and a career that is able to financially support you, that you don't have to always be chasing opportunities, that you can find and meet and work with amazing people. So you remove your time from your money. And that's a big part of this course too.
It's probably abundantly obvious already, but let us underscore. If you've ever done any kind of online courses, any personal growth, any career growth, any how to achieve some financial independence, anything around that, this is not most of that. So we are not hustle porn stars. This is who we are as real human beings. We're not trying to say that we're the smartest people in the world and we got it all figured out. And all you have to do is take these 3 easy steps and oh, by the way, give us more money and more money. No, that's none of that. At this point in history, we think this is the greatest time in history to be working. And it comes with massive opportunity and some real peril. The introduction of AI dramatically changes the white collar knowledge worker world. And we believe there's going to be 2 kinds of people in the future: those who are replaced by AI and those who thrive with AI. And so what we're proposing here, we spent the last several years researching, learning, interviewing, teaching, and we put together an approach that we think is a great framework for helping you become more creative. That is to say, because of AI, the value of existing knowledge goes down every day because it gets more and more available and cheaper to access. However, the value of people who can create net new things, net new intellectual capital, net new ideas with AI goes up every day. And so what we're presenting in this program is a framework for you to figure out what your superpower is, aka what makes you different and where you make the biggest difference, and how to leverage the 4 capitals that Katrina just talked about and thrive in a post-AI world.
We are so excited about is what you will get from the course. And the core of what you should be able to enjoy coming out of the course are 3 things. 1 is discover what your superpower is. And that's incredibly important because the 3 of us have done that. The 3 of us have helped other people do that. And what you will find is that we will push you. It is not what you think it is. It is not your pedigree. It is not your title. It is not any of the things that the world has told you is valuable. It is what you can do for other people in a way that makes a massive difference and gives you massive tax problems at the same time in a way that is uniquely you. And so discovering your superpower is an incredibly important asset that most people have not gone through. This is what the course is going to do for you first. Secondly, what we're going to do is help you design your dream career. What we have a firm belief is that everyone was made to work, and that work is actually a wonderful thing if you can reframe and reject the premise and redeem it for what you were actually meant to do. And when you can work in a way that you find joy, that makes a massive difference for others, we don't think you'll ever want to stop working, but you do have to design it. This won't show up on a job listing. You have to go and create it and take it for yourself. And we're going to show you how to do that. And the third thing is we're going to help you be paid to be you. And why is that important? What we know from the data that we've collected is that over half people, 48%, would love to be paid to create. That's what the data says. However, the vast majority of people out there are paid to replicate. They're paid to be a corporate cog. They're paid to do things that they weren't meant to do. And what if you could be paid to be you in a way that is not only a nominal amount, but amount that you would be thrilled to make and have fun doing at the same time? So those 3 things: discover your superpower, design your dream career, and get paid to be you. That's what the course is. And at a very practical level, if those things aren't appealing enough, we're going to give you practical and tactical advice about when to quit. Because that was different for all of us. Katrina did it at 22. Christopher has done it many times, 18 to 38 and so on. I did it at 43. And the reality is there's a wisdom to this. There's not a single answer to it. However, We know that the stakes are high. If you quit too early, you might be too stressed out financially. So we'll help you do the math for both for people who love math and spreadsheets like me, and for people who hate math. We're going to make it easy for you to do that. But secondly, it can mean the difference between tens of thousands of dollars if you quit at the right or wrong time. And so that's why we're making sure that this course is available to you so that you do it exactly when you are ready, knowing what your superpower is, having designed your dream career, and having confidence and the courage that you can be paid to be you.